Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're gonna talk about Canopy. Canopy had a huge decline today. They pulled down the entire market. Everything is down in price. Why? Because they had a really bad quarter report. At least this is what I believe. You guys can be the judge for yourself after I go through some of these numbers. So yeah, 10% today. It pulled out down the entire market if you went and looked around. Also, the general stock market was down today too. So the fourth quarter, like I said before, and I've been mentioning this a while back, I said that Canopy can produce a lot of product, but they can't get rid of the product. They basically store it. They've been storing product for a long time because their medical patients and the distribution channel cannot handle the amount of inventory that they have right now, and they really need legalization to pull through to get rid of this inventory. If legalization didn't pull through, Canopy would be really screwed right now. But luckily, it is going through, so Canopy has a chance to get rid of all of the product. And they have a lot. They have 15,700 kilograms of dry cannabis. They have 7,000 liters of cannabis oils, 360 kilograms of softgel capsule. And they have like a lot of space to grow their product. They have about 2.4 million square feet. 200 clones prepped and shipped from Ontario to jumpstart the 1 million square feet greenhouse British Columbia. They're just going full throttle and just trying to grow as much product as possible and try to get ready for legalization. Not this has a positive and negative, because the positive is they'll have a lot of product ready. The negative is the product might not be high quality. It might be low quality because they're rushing it too much. They're not trying to grow. They're using greenhouses. They're not carefully cultivating these products. And I think that's going to be a problem going forward. It could be a problem going forward to them, especially if customers are picky about the product that they buy when legalization starts. Okay, so I went through the SEDAR for both Aurora and Canopy because I wanted to compare them, and I have them loaded up for you guys. So this is Canopy's quarter report ending March 31st, 2018. They had $1.4 billion in asset, and $193 million in liabilities. So they have a total of shareholder equity is around hold on, what shareholder equity? That makes no sense. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. Sorry, this is 193. So there's 1.15 billion dollars of shareholder equity. Aurora, March 31st, 2018, $1.671 billion. So Aurora has more assets, has a higher assets. I know their goodwill is $883 million. I still don't understand what this means, but the total asset is 1.671. Canopy has, I think, $314 million in goodwill and $1.4 billion in total asset. And Canopy is worth way more than Aurora, which makes no sense, in my opinion. What is it? Okay, so now let's go look at the financial cash area. This is which is not good. They made $23 million ish for the quarter ending March 31st, 2018. They lost a total of $51 million. Their expenses and everything just skyrocketed, and they lost a total of 51. They made $1.5 million out of the $22.8 million of revenue. To me, this doesn't look very good. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Okay, so I just want to point out something. Before I ended it off with some conference call that I was listening to. Aurora Frost has came back in stock, but they don't have the packaging. I'm hoping they have the packaging tomorrow so I can order some. This is the high-end product. It sells for $35 per gram and then $25 for compassionate thing. It can go up as high as 36% in THC level. I wanna try some, so I'm gonna buy maybe 1 or 2 grams. I'm hoping, because the report ends on March, right? So the next report will be for April, May, and June. So if they can bring this this inventory back into stock for before the end of June, then, and if it sells out again, their revenue could look quite nice, because they have this inventory, and if it sells out right away, that means that the revenue could skyrocket quite a bit for next quarter, especially since they acquired Canamed, and Aurora has a chance. Aurora has a chance to beat Canopy in revenues before they even merge with Metroleaf, which would be an astounding achievement. Let's see what else. Okay, so I guess we'll end it off with some conference. I listened to this boring conference call. If Can Batley was still with Canopy, this conference call would be a lot better, because Can Batley is a really good presenter and he talks very well. This one was kind of boring. I didn't really enjoy it. I had to listen to it because I said I would listen to it and make a video out of it, and I took what I found was the important in it. It's not good, but I'm gonna show you guys anyways.
Far to Germany.
In terms of allocation.
Far to Germany.
We had to focus on in terms of
Far to Germany by Canopy has been relatively modest. I'm just wondering why that is, and also you've generated, the 2.3 million of sales this quarter, and I'm just wondering what your outlook is. Do you expect that volumes should ramp up in terms of the amount that will be exported to Germany going forward?
Well, I think they'll ramp up and then ramp down. And so what we've been doing is, to be quite frank, about a year ago, the rate at which it started moving was more quickly than we expected. This quarter, as we went through it, we were kind of on pace for the quantity we want each week and month, so we can go around to the, call it 1,000-ish pharmacies that have distributed our product. What we've been doing is a lot of education that reaches out to physicians and pharmacists as to what we're out about, and even probably more interaction with the regulators, so we can review and present different product formats. We are optimistic that their RFP, which was held back by, I will suggest, probably people who weren't in the cohort moving forward, there's probably an opportunity where there's going to be cannabis production as an active discussion in Germany. And our experience has been that I think we've met about 20 countries that wish to produce cannabis, and we're still looking for the one which says they exclusively want to import it forever. And so I think Germany's a pretty fast growth market, and it would be the market I would keep an eye on over the next 12 months in Europe for sure.
Oh, I couldn't get the whole audio for it, but basically she said, why is your revenue for Germany kind of weak? It was $2.34 million. I couldn't get that in for you guys, but I think Canopy was just like, oh, you should just watch Germany, while Aurora was like, oh, we own Germany, we're shipping so much product to Germany, it's such a high growing market. They're just, and then Bruce Linton was kind of sidestepping the the question and saying, oh, we're having production coming into Germany, and they're not, and they're really sidestepping the question of why their revenue was kind of low. So that's not a good sign. That doesn't show confidence. I know this is bashing on Canopy. I don't want to, but the report shows itself. I listened to the thing. I looked through the quarterly report. I wasn't impressed. I mean, they do have a lot of supply, so that's a good thing. That's a positive thing, in my opinion. So when the rec comes, they'll be ready. They'll be able to sell their product. And the first quarter report, when it comes out, it's going to be awesome because they have a lot of product to sell to all the province. And according to the press conference, according to the conference call, they locked down every single province in Canada. So they basically have Canada locked down. Like I was mentioning earlier, Canopy has Canada locked down, while Aurora is more Germany locked down and Europe locked down because of Pedanios. They have a GMP certified thing, so they can import the products wherever they like, all over the Europe. So let's continue.
Okay, sorry, that brings me to my other question. Just one last one is, I think for Denmark, you're establishing a facility there. So when do you expect that will be up and running and could then export to the rest of Europe rather than from Canada?
Yeah, so days and weeks jump together, but in the last several days, we did an announcement that described some happy little plants residing in Denmark. And so that would mean that the facility's actually been transformed into a state where it can be ready to go. And, plants are there. Whether or not we export to other parts of Europe or we're active in that, country only is going to be a function of the regulations, but the plants are there ready to go.
So that's a good sign. They said that the facility in Denmark is ready and is growing and they have plants in it. So that's a good thing. But he wasn't confident when he says, are we going to be selling it in the country, or we're going to be selling it outside the country? So maybe it's not GMP certified, so they can't really sell it outside the Denmark. While Aurora is saying, oh, we'll use Denmark, the facility in Denmark, to sell all over Europe, basically, using that facility. So it's just the way Aurora and Canopy mentioning, it's like reverse. Aurora is so confident in Europe and Germany, while Canopy is like, oh, we're there and we're ready and we could sell product. So it's just the confidence in Europe when it comes to Canopy and Aurora is totally different. I just want to point that out. Okay, now let's go on to something more exciting.
And Greece and Spain are on the side, and if it is the case, Greece and Spain are, which are, and Greece and Spain are on the side, which are all medical. And if it is the case, why would that be?
Well, I would say more flattish, if anything, and nothing in particular that would cause any conclusion on why it was flat.
We haven't, Martin, and I think I stated it last quarter. We have not been pushing to acquire medical.
Oops, sorry guys, I had the wrong
which are all medical. 2000, which are all medical. Greece and Spain,
is a big one, but it seems like in the press, medical cannabis in Europe continues to gain momentum. So, Bruce, I was just hoping to hear where, like, your hierarchy is in terms of other opportunities in Europe. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, so Europe you're right, it's a daily thing. When you have NHS in England actually getting into the debate about cannabis and the House having that discussion, and I know they didn't land where we wanted to land yet, that means if the UK is on, everybody's on. And, you know, when I say that, Germany is leading the way, but we have this asset in the Czech Republic, which we just had to move some more cannabis over to from Germany. Denmark's moving, which means I think you're going to see first clinical trials in places like Sweden. I don't expect that Greece and Spain are on the sidelines in any slow-moving way for very long. Italy now has a government and can make final decisions on how they're going to implement what they're doing. So we're seeing every place pop up, and that catches the interest. But, you know, just look a little bit down in south, the Caribbean. You know, I get a daily update on who's wanting to move. We start seeing things like Grenada, Antigua, not just Jamaica. Every region is pulling through, and LATAM is the same. So we have a single focus here in Canada, which is execute against this opportunity. I would suggest to you that the risk on that is limited for us. We've been focused, and we're doing a great job on that. The risk for this company is to miss any of the key tidal wave components that are coming, which are all medical. And so our big extra focus is on all that. And I don't think I spend more than 20% to 30% of my time on what we have to do in Canada because we have the core team. The balance is all the international.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Martin Landry with GNP.
I just wanted to I brought that up because I want to show that even Canopy sees that Europe is starting to open up, and they're starting to sell. I mean, and Europe, like they're seeing that like each country is starting to like have a domino effect, kind of. It's basically the same thing Aurora was saying. And I guess the last thing I want to bring up is
So we'll be looking at not just that area, but looking at KPIs that we think will be helpful and meaningful in the measurement of performance. So we still have some work to do, but we do think this is the right direction to go in.
Okay. And if we look at your production cost, for whatever way you want to look at them, sequentially, have they gone down in Q4 versus Q3?
Well, so there are some anomalies that we sort of identified. Like you consider that BC Tweed and Maribel, you know, between the two of them, 3.7 million square feet that were in Reading. So you've got idle costs through there that kind of impacted the quarter. I think I identified that about 5.9 million for that quarter alone, more than double that for the year. So those are anomalies that kind of increase the cost, but when you kind of core that out, you are seeing sequential improvements in terms of efficiencies and the operating costs.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
I guess you might not be able to hear that because the guy was kind of speaking in a low monotone voice, but he was saying that like oh my god, brain fart. They were basically saying that because the production cost was high because they were prepping the facilities, the greenhouses, to grow the products. So that's the reason why the cost was higher for this quarter than it was last quarter. And he was again sidestepping the question, and trying to say, oh, besides that, our production has gone down a little bit. So I don't know. That's just me. Anyways, that's it for this video. This long video. Wow, 19 minutes. I highly doubt most of you will actually watch through the entire videos. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, please give me a thumbs down. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.